Hi there YouTube and welcome back to another video here at FX GK Millionaire. On this video gang, I'm just gonna show you guys how you can trade the volatility 25. So with no further ado gang, I'm just gonna show you guys the most simple principles and basics that you guys can use to trade this pair on a daily basis. It's a bit slower than the 75, the VIX75. With this market, you get most likely most guaranteed entries, and the price most likely move in your favorable and predictable direction. That is why I trade this market full time as now, and also the 75. But most of the entries for this current weekend and my previous weeks, I did really good on the 25 asset. So I'm just gonna share some value that you guys can apply as well, so you guys can benefit from it as well. So guys, let's jump straight into this market. So what we're gonna do first and what we're gonna need is that we're gonna do our top down market analysis. That's the first thing that you guys must understand before you can trade this market. You must do your top down market analysis either from your 4-hour time frame. We're gonna need a 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. Then we're gonna need our 15M and our 5M and our 1M. This is the 5 time frames that we're gonna use on this market, right? And then after that, we're gonna take a look at key levels. I know you guys are familiar with key levels, right? We're gonna take a look at key levels. With key levels, that is where we most likely will trade from. So please take and keep this in consideration. That is what we're gonna do from this market. So we're gonna start off from our 4-hour time frame, and we're gonna apply our key levels into the market. So before we can apply our key levels into the market, we must first determine in what phase is the market. Is price in the trending, or is price in a sideways, or is price in a downwards market condition? So what we could have seen from the start right here is that price is basically in a sideways market condition, because right, price is basically not creating higher highs and higher lows. Price is basically continued to the side. So we can still trade it once price is continued to the side. So let's apply our key market levels just right here. That's my first key market level that I can see where price most likely come and respect multiple times. We can see here we have a first excuse me, we have a first one into, there we have a second one, and there we have a third one, and there we have a fourth touch. And we can see price is currently now trading to this region here at 1856. So we can apply more key levels. I don't like to apply too many key market levels, because why, it will just make the charts look cluttered, right? But the most important key market levels is on your 4-hour time frame and on your 1-hour time frame. So I will add like 3 key market levels right here, and then I will scale down to my 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, I also would look for my intraday key market levels, and I will most likely look for entries from that key levels, because why, if you're trading from a key level, guys, it's most likely that price will move in your predictable direction. Because why, if you start to trade far from your key market level, it will most likely that price can go either way, right? So that is why it's the best to trade from key market levels. So that is it for my key market levels that you guys can see. This is my 4-hour, this is my 1 hour, and this is also a 4-hour level. That is enough key levels right now. If price starting to trade under this area, guys, we can most likely add more key market levels. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as this, and I will scale down to a 15-minute time frame key market level. On my 15-minute time frame, guys, what I will most likely look out for is for uh patterns, right? So the most common patterns that we most likely will see is the W, come on, W, our M, our head and shoulders, and our inverted head and shoulders. This is the 4 most common patterns that we will see in this synthetic markets. So what you guys could have seen right here already is that we have an inverted head and shoulders, right? So the pattern is the most common thing that you guys must look out for and wait for price to show you before you can take actually an entry on this market. So let me just show you guys example. Here we can see we have a W, we can see price continue. Here we also can see we have a W. Here we can see we have a W as well. So that is what we most likely will look out for. But what I will do on my 15-minute time frame is that I will use my rectangle also to mark out support and resistance. So this is the area that I will mark right now, and you guys can see where price is currently trading right now is also area of resistance right here. So on this areas, guys, we can most likely expect price to continue to the downside and most likely come and test previous rocks and then continue to the upside. So that is what you guys must look out on your 15-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame, you can look for the smaller behaviors and momentums, right, to get your entry. So what you guys could have seen right here, after we created this inverted head and shoulders, what you guys could have also noticed is that we did create another W formation. Right after this W formation, you can either wait for that breakout and retest on this pattern, right? But here you guys can see that we did basically creating another W formation there. Price continue with this momentum here to the upside. So this is what we most likely will wait for and look out for before we will execute any trading opportunity, right? So as you guys can see here, price is currently now trading in this 15-minute area of resistance. So it doesn't mean that we can take trading opportunities just yet, right? So what we must do in scenarios like this, guys, is to wait for price to showing us a pattern before we can execute. So what we must wait for right now, wait for price to retrace back, right back to this area, show you that it wants to create this M formation and then take price to the downside. That is why I say it is really important to wait for price to create patterns before we can execute and trade this market properly, right? The synthetic is most likely based on patterns, guys. So here you can see previously here as well, price creating this M formation, and there we can see we have this rally off here to the downside, right? So this is what we're gonna take a look out for. And on our 1 hour, on our 1 minute time frame, guys, we can most likely wait for the same type of scenarios, right? But here we must also wait for the cleaner price flow, right? We're not going to trade once we see something like this, because right, this is most likely a trap on our 1 minute time frame. That is a no-go. This is not what we're going to trade, right? Our 1 minute on this 25 will show us cleaner structure as well, and we can get early entries. Like we can see something like here, right? There was an entry position for you just right there, so you could have taken entry position right here. But as you guys can see, price run up and then come down again, right? So your 1 minute will give you early entries, but you must also wait for the pattern first before you can execute on this time frame, right? But you will get most likely the best entries from this market. Let me just show you guys right here. Here we can see here's again price grade is W, and there we have this entry candles right here, basically showing us that our W is basically completed right now, and we can execute a trading position right here. So as you guys can remember what I was saying, that we only gonna focus in trade price from key market levels. That is where we're gonna trade from. So let's say price was trading at this area right here, right? We know this is a key market level, so we're gonna wait for price to we can see we're creating this inverted head and shoulders, price coming back to this level. So what we must do right now is that scale into our smaller time frames, right? Like 5 minutes, sorry, 5 minutes and our 1 minute. We will see a pattern formation right there, right now, right there. You guys can see price come to our key market level, right? There we can see price create a beautiful W formation, and there we can execute a trading position once we see price creating this bullish variation on our 5 minute, right? You can see this was a clean entry, and we have confirmation as well that price is basically trading from a key market level. It's also a 1 our key market level, and we are trading close by it, so our stop loss will be just down here, right? Because right, once price time to trade under our previous lows, guys, that is most likely that price will continue with this momentum here to the downside. So what I can show you guys from yesterday, what has happened and how many traders was trapped basically is that, as you guys could have seen right here, let me just move this thing to this reason right here, right? So yesterday, as you guys could see, that price close above here, price coming to retest here, right? There was trading opportunities. I did took that right back to our 4 hour resistance. As you guys can see, this is a strong 4 hour reason, and there you guys can see price basically close under this area of support. Let me just clean this. Price close under our 4 hour area of support, and there you guys can see price basically come retest and then continue to the downside. And you can see that on our smaller time frames, like our 5 minute, how price basically come and retest it really pretty good. As you guys can see, retest it. There you guys can see there we have a bearish variation candle, and price basically rally all the way to the downside. And after that, we can see that price basically starting to create this descending correction. So after that, guys, right, it's all about waiting for patterns into this market, right? So that was a beautiful pattern on 15 minutes as well, as you guys could see right here. This is not a beautiful like the cleanest head and shoulders, but you guys can see it right here, right? This is head and shoulders pattern right here. This is the area of interest for us right here, right? So you guys can see price break under, and there price come back into this area, and price basically come trading into our 1 hour area of key level right there, as you guys can see. So guys, this is basically how the simple way to trade this market. I know there was a few people who was recommending me to do videos and do insights of this pair. So yeah, I will basically starting to do right now, because why, guys, I currently uploading every single day on that volatility 75. Of course, if you guys still enjoy that, guys, I'm gonna upload it regarding, if you guys don't want to watch it or look at it. I did finish with that course, so I will upload every single day one chapter in one episode, because why, guys, it will benefit you, it will benefit you in the future. I know that. I did spend some time on recording that course. I did take a break from YouTube for at least 2 weeks just to focus on that course. So that is why I did finish up that course for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video, and tomorrow I will drop that second video. The course will just keep and continue until you guys will graduate from that free course. But I can promise you guys, once that course is finished and completed, guys, you guys will be on the next level, guys. So it's your boy FXGK Millionaire, and I'm signing off.